Have you ever wondered why so many aspiring Etsy sellers, people filled with incredible ideas and creative energy, quietly close their shops before they even hear that first magical cha-ching sound? It's a tough question, but the data paints a stark picture. Why do an estimated 80% of new sellers give up before their very first sale? It's a staggering number, and it represents a massive amount of squandered potential and broken dreams. You see the success stories online, the six-figure sellers, the viral products, and you think, I can do that. You spend weeks, maybe even months, brainstorming. You sketch out designs, you imagine your brand, you get excited. But then you open the Etsy seller dashboard, and the sheer number of options, settings, and strategies hits you like a tidal wave. SEO, tags, attributes, shipping profiles, marketing, social media integration. The list is endless. It's overwhelming. You feel like you need to be an expert in a dozen different fields just to get started. The reason for that 80% failure rate isn't a lack of talent or a lack of good ideas. It's because they overcomplicate it. They fall into the trap of believing they need to do everything, perfectly, all at once. They try to launch with 50 different products, each with its own unique design. They spend a month perfecting a logo that, in the grand scheme of things, has very little impact on that first sale. They get paralyzed by analysis paralysis, endlessly researching competitors without ever actually listing a single item. They believe the path to success is a complex, winding, and treacherous road. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? What if the path to your first sale, your first $100 and beyond, is actually much more straightforward? It's not about doing more. It's about doing the right things, in the right order. It's about focus, simplicity, and momentum. I'm here to show you that simpler path. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step process I used to make my first $100 on Etsy using the power of print on demand with Printify. No fluff, no confusing jargon, just a clear, actionable blueprint that you can follow to get your shop off the ground and making money. Step 1, and arguably the most critical step of all, was picking a niche. This is where so many people get stuck. They try to appeal to everyone, and in doing so, they appeal to no one. The key is to find a specific group of people with a specific interest. Don't just sell t-shirts. Sell t-shirts for book lovers who love cats. Don't just sell wall art. Sell wall art for minimalist home offices. See the difference? Specificity is your superpower. I spent a good amount of time brainstorming, not just what I could create, but who I wanted to create for. I thought about my own interests and the communities I'm a part of. I used tools like Etsy's search bar, just typing in phrases and seeing what auto-populates, to understand what real people are looking for. After my research, I landed on a niche that felt right. Minimalist quotes for home offices. Why this niche? First, it's specific. It targets people who are setting up or improving their workspace. Second, the minimalist aesthetic is timeless and has a clear visual style. And third, the product itself, a simple, text-based design, is something I knew I could create easily without needing advanced graphic design skills. This is a crucial point. Pick a niche where you can realistically and quickly create quality products. Step 2 was bringing the product to life. And this is where the magic of print on demand comes in. I used Printify to create my products and mock-ups. If you're not familiar, print on demand is a business model where you work with a supplier to customize white label products with your own designs. You sell them on a per-order basis under your own brand. For me, this was a complete game changer. It meant I didn't need to buy a fancy printer or boxes of frames or rolls of poster paper. I didn't need to turn my apartment into a mini warehouse. I simply created my text designs in a basic program, uploaded them to Printify, and placed them on a framed poster product from their catalog. Then, with a few clicks, I synced them directly to my Etsy shop. This created the actual listings for me. The best part? Zero upfront stock. I wouldn't pay a single cent for the physical product until a customer actually bought it from my Etsy store. This eliminates almost all the financial risk that sinks so many new businesses. Step 3 was all about optimization. Just having a product isn't enough. You need to make sure people can find it. This is where a little bit of Etsy SEO goes a long way. I focused on 2 core areas: my titles and my main image. For the title, I thought like a customer. What would I type into the search bar if I wanted this product? I used long-tail keywords like minimalist home office decor, inspirational quote wall art, and modern framed poster. I filled out the title to be as descriptive as possible. Then, for the image, I chose the cleanest, most professional-looking mock-up that Printify provided. Your main image is your digital storefront window. It has to be clear, attractive, and accurately represent what you're selling. I made sure the background was simple, and the focus was entirely on the framed print. One clear, high-quality hero image is more effective than 10 cluttered, confusing ones. Now for the launch. Instead of just publishing my listings and hoping for the best, a strategy I call hope marketing, I decided to give my shop a little nudge. I ran a tiny $5 ad campaign on Etsy. Let me be clear. The goal here wasn't to get a ton of sales directly from the ad. The goal was to kickstart the process, to get initial views and data. Etsy's algorithm, like any other, favors listings that have engagement. By spending just a few dollars, I was telling Etsy, hey, look at this new product. Show it to a few people. This initial traffic helps your listing get indexed and starts the flywheel of organic visibility. It's a small investment to gather crucial data and get your foot in the door. And then, it happened. The first order came in. And because I was using Printify, the process was incredibly smooth. The order appeared in my Etsy dashboard, and it was automatically sent to my chosen print provider through Printify. They handled the printing, the framing, the packaging, and the shipping directly to the customer. My only job was to monitor the process and ensure everything went smoothly. This is the beauty of the system. While the order was being fulfilled, I focused on what I could control: customer service. I sent a quick personal thank you message to the buyer. After a few days, a couple more orders trickled in. I made consistent tweaks to my listings based on the data I was getting, and I made it a non-negotiable rule to reply to any customer questions almost immediately. That responsiveness builds trust. Before I knew it, a steady stream of orders started rolling in. So let's break down the results. After a few weeks of this focused strategy, I had crossed the $100 milestone. Specifically, I had made $104.50 in revenue. Now, is that a life-changing amount of money? No. But that's not the point. The point is that it's proof of concept. It's validation that the system works. It's the momentum you need to go from $100 to $1,000 and beyond. That first $100 is the hardest because it proves your idea, your niche, and your process are viable. Looking back, the success of this initial launch came down to a few core principles. First, focus on one great product to start. Don't launch a huge catalog. Perfect one listing, learn from it, and then expand. This is the lean startup methodology applied to Etsy. Second, don't be afraid to test your price points. I started with one price, and after a few sales, I nudged it up slightly to see if it affected conversion. Constantly testing is key to maximizing your profit margins. And third, and I cannot stress this enough, respond fast. In a world of automated bots, a quick human response to a customer query is a massive competitive advantage. It builds incredible trust and leads to better reviews. Of course, there are pitfalls to avoid. The biggest is shiny object syndrome, constantly jumping to new niches or product types without giving your first idea a real chance to succeed. Give it time. Another pitfall is ignoring your analytics. Etsy provides a wealth of data on what search terms are bringing people to your shop. Use that information to refine your titles and tags. And finally, avoid poor quality mock-ups. Your product photos are everything. Use the best, most realistic mock-ups you can to build buyer confidence. This entire process, from niche selection to your first sale, can be simplified down to a repeatable formula. It's about making smart, focused decisions. To help you do exactly that, I've put together a template based on my successful listings. It breaks down the title structure, the description format, and the tags I used. Want my exact listing template? Just click the link in the description below, and I'll send it straight to your inbox for free. It's the perfect tool to help you stop overthinking and start selling. Don't be one of the 80%. Take this simple path, stay focused, and go get that first sale.